Hi, welcome to this AhsayOBM walkthrough video on restoring Google Workspace data. Whether you're dealing with accidental deletions, data corruption, ransomware, hackers, or just need to recover a specific data, Ahsay has you covered. In this video on restoring Google Workspace with AhsayOBM, we'll walk through various online restore scenarios, from full user account data recovery to restoring individual items, and even restoring data to other user accounts under the same or a different organization. We'll keep it simple, clear, and practical so you can confidently restore your critical Google Workspace data without breaking a sweat. Let's go to my screen and get started. From the AhsayOBM home screen, click Restore. Select the backup set. Select the destination where you want to restore your data from. Since we have backup to a local destination, it is recommended to select this storage destination for restore. Doing so will significantly reduce recovery time compared to restoring files from the cloud. Next, select a document copy destination. For this, you have two options: restore with normal destination only, which will restore your Google Workspace documents by importing the documents from the standard destinations used, such as Ahsay CBS or local destination, or Google Drive, which was an optional addition for the lossless backup of your Google Workspace documents. For this, let's keep the default selection, which is Google Drive. Meanwhile, remember to always check the temporary directory before restore. This is to ensure that the directory is not set to C drive, where the Windows operating system is installed. This might cause the machine to crash once it runs out of space, as running a restore job can result in a large number of temporary files being created in the temporary folder. Also, a network drive should also not be considered for the temporary directory, as this could also affect the restore performance. After checking the temporary directory, click Next. Select the data to be restored. You can select a user account or shared drives for restore. Select a user. The option Choose from Files as of Job is selected by default, with the latest version of our backup emails, tasks, contacts, calendars, files, and other data shown. However, you may select a particular version by clicking the drop-down menus next to it. For our first scenario, let's say you have experienced accidental deletion or data corruption due to ransomware or hackers, resulting to the loss of all your data in Gmail, calendar, tasks, and contacts. If you want to restore all of your backed up data from the mentioned data components, just tick off the checkbox beside its logo. For this example, before we proceed to selecting data, let me show you the contents of my Gmail, Google Calendar, tasks, and contacts to see that the data we intend to recover are now gone. For emails, you can see that my Gmail inbox is empty. Same goes for the calendar and tasks, as well as contacts. Going back to AhsayOBM, let's start by selecting the data components of Gmail, Google Calendar, tasks, and contacts. For restore method, select Restore Items to Google Workspace. Keep original user selected. In this page, options for selecting where to restore differs depending on the selected Google Workspace data. The current options available for the restore method and restore location apply to Gmail, calendar, tasks, and contacts. For chats and Meet, we'll further discuss it in our next video. Click Show Advanced option. Verify checksum of in-file delta files during restore is disabled by default. Enabling this usually increases the overall restore time, so you may want to keep this option disabled. Click Next. The restore job will now start. After a successful restore, double-check the data that you have recovered. To do this, open your Google Workspace account and confirm if the deleted data on Gmail, Google Calendar, tasks, and contacts have been successfully recovered. For the restored mails, check the inbox folder and see the emails added. For recovered Google Calendar events and tasks, check the respective pages to confirm. Afterward, open Contacts and check if selected contacts have been restored as well. We have just confirmed that the selected data earlier have been successfully recovered. Moving on, similar to the first scenario, let's say you'd like to recover a certain deleted or modified items from contacts. You may proceed with the same steps. Select a version, then select the item you aim to restore. For this, we'll restore this deleted item, Jane Doe, from contacts. Before we proceed, let's double-check the contacts to confirm that the entry for Jane Doe does not exist. After checking, select the item you intend to restore, then click Next. Keep the default selection Restore Items to Google Workspace, as well as the Restore Location, which is Original User. Click Show Advanced option and configure the setting as desired. Click Next to proceed with the restore job. After a successful restore job, check the contacts to confirm if the item Jane Doe has been successfully recovered. On the other hand, clients may also restore to an alternate user account under the same organization. To do this, select a backup version, then select the data you aim to recover. For this scenario, we'll restore all the items from Drive in this particular calendar event scheduled on June 27, 2025. Before we proceed, let's check the alternate user's Drive and calendar to see if the intended data to be recovered do not exist. After confirming, click Next to proceed. Restore items to Google Workspace, then select Alternate User. Select Restore All Versions. Click Show Advanced option and configure the setting as desired. Click Next. Select the alternate user to proceed with the restore job. After a successful restore job, check the Drive and calendar to confirm if the selected data have been successfully recovered. Here's the restored June 27, 2025 scheduled calendar event. And here are the restored data for Drive. Select a file. Let's check if the previous versions for the restored data have been included. Open the version history and you'll be able to see the previous versions of the file. Moving on, clients may restore to a different user under a different organization. To do this, select the backup version. Then select the data you aim to recover. For this scenario, we'll restore all the items from calendar, which includes past, present, and future events, as well as 2 certain tasks due on June 16 and 27, 2025. Before we proceed, let's check the other organization users' calendar and tasks to see if the intended data to be recovered do not exist. To easily track the progress, first, let's check the whole 2025 to 2026 calendar events. As you can see, there are few scheduled events for 2025 shown on the current, as well as previous and preceding months of the year. While for future events on year 2026, all months are empty. Next, open the tasks. No tasks listed either. After confirming, click Next to proceed. Restore items to Google Workspace, then select Alternate Login Account. Click Show Advanced option and configure the setting as desired. To proceed, click Test. Click Authorize to grant Ahsay access to your Google Workspace admin account. Log in to the alternate Google Workspace account using the admin credentials. Click Continue. Review the permission request. Then grant permission by selecting All checkbox. Then click Continue. Copy and paste the authorization code. After successful test, click Continue for the delegation of domain-wide authority. The domain-wide delegation page from the admin console will be prompted. Go back to AhsayOBM and read and follow the instruction. Users may add a new API client using the provided client ID, or look for an existing one. Go back to the admin console and look for the client ID. As we already have an existing client ID, let's click on Edit to check if all required scopes listed on OBM have already been included. After checking, go back to AhsayOBM. Click Continue. Another round of tests will be conducted to connect to the alternate Google Workspace account. After a successful test, click Next. Select the user to proceed with the restore. After a successful restore job, check the calendar as well as tasks to confirm if the selected data have been successfully recovered. As you can see, even the previous scheduled events for year 2025 have been restored, as well as the future events for the year until 2026. As for tasks, the 2 selected tasks have been also recovered. For the last scenario in Online Restore, Let's say you urgently need to restore your Google Workspace documents to an alternate user account to centralize ownership and limit access from the original account. Let's select a Google Workspace document and restore this to an alternate Google Workspace user account. Remember that we have selected Google Drive as our document copy destination earlier for lossless backup. It is expected that restoring a Google document will result to getting the exact version of it. No formatting changes, structure being modified, nor fixing needed. Click Next. Keep all the default settings except for the restore location. Select Alternate User, then Next. Select an alternate user. The restore job will proceed. After a successful restore job, log in to the alternate user account and check if the restored file have been successfully recovered. We can see here that the Google document was successfully recovered. Let's open the restored file and compare it with the original document from the original account owner. We can now confirm and compare that the Google Workspace document was restored exactly as it is. And that wraps up our Google Workspace recovery video, focusing on online restore using AhsayOBM. From full user account recovery to restoring specific data, whether it's to your own account, another user under the same organization, or even a user in a different organization, you've seen how easy and efficient it is to get your Google Workspace data back where it belongs. But that's just the beginning. In our next video, we're taking data recovery to the next level, unlocking even more powerful tools in offline recovery that will give you even greater control and flexibility. Stay tuned. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss it. Secure, reliable, affordable. Ahsay. Keep your data safe with us. If you want to learn how to secure your business and personal data, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Ahsay backup tips and insights.